What's going on, guys? Don't worry, I'll tell you what's going on. I want to share with us 10 of the worst character flaws. And trust me, guys, it wasn't easy coming up with these 10 because there's loads and loads of character flaws. Us human beings, we're so imperfect. We have so many character flaws. But for the sake of this video, I've tried to keep it to just 10. Alright, so what are character flaws? Character flaws are traits, or should I say qualities, in a person's character that affects not just them, but other people around them as well, in a detrimental way. As human beings, we're born imperfect, and no one should really expect perfection from a fellow human being. But while some character flaws can be managed or can be overlooked, such as bad hygiene, clumsiness, forgetfulness, or long-windedness, some other flaws cannot be overlooked or tolerated. So in no particular order, my first one will be pride. Pride goes along with arrogance a lot of times. So basically, pride is having a lofty opinion of yourself. You feel like you're better than everyone else, you're prideful, you never like to admit that you're wrong, your opinion is the best opinion above everyone else's. Pride, they say, goes before a fall. A prideful person doesn't listen to other people's advice. A prideful person doesn't listen to other people's opinions. And the list goes on. My second one is stubbornness. Stubbornness basically is being very headstrong, being very willful, being very opinionated as well sometimes. Basically, stubbornness is not knowing when to give up. You keep going at it even when all reason goes against what you're doing, even when all common sense goes against what you're doing, even when everyone else's opinion seems to be rational and yours is just irrational, you're not making any sense, but you just want to stick with it, even though you know within yourself that this might be your downfall. You just want to keep going at it, not knowing when to give up. That is stubbornness. With stubborn people, when things go wrong, people might say their village people are after them. Actually, your village people are not after you. Your village people are actually on Volume 5 or Volume whatever it is. They are sleeping. They don't have time for you. But what you're doing is you're self-destructing, all right? You're self-sabotaging. That's exactly what you're doing when you're being stubborn and then things go wrong. You're self-destructing. My third one is laziness. People who are lazy never get anything done in life. They wonder why things are not working out for them. People who are lazy remain in the same position for so long because it's either they keep doing the same thing the same way because they're used to their comfort zones, or they're not even doing anything at all and they expect to achieve a different result. There's a saying that goes, you can't keep doing the same things the same way and expect to have a different result. And then again, just like the other people, they wonder what's going on with their life. They say village people are after them. Village people are not after you. Lazy people, you self-sabotage. You're not helping yourself. Laziness makes you to be stagnant in life. People who are deemed to be great people of our world today didn't achieve that greatness from being lazy. Lazy people do not like to be dislodged from their comfort zones. They don't like change. My number 4 worst character flaw is pessimism. Some people are just pessimistic in this life. All they ever see are the negatives of everything. They see the negatives in everything. They don't see anything positive. They don't see the optimistic side of life. Their glasses are always half empty. No matter how full their glass is, you see that little space at the top? That's what they focus on. They forget about the content of the glass. Pessimistic people see the worst in everything. If you come across a pessimistic person, you give them an idea on how to move their lives forward. No matter how sweet you present the idea, no matter how beautifully you present the idea, they will still find something wrong, even in the simplest things of life. No matter how much you try to encourage them, they will always come up with something so pessimistic and so negative. That's what pessimistic people do. Also, they are self-sabotaging. Number 5, greed. You see, greed and selfishness go hand in hand. They're like husband and wife, or should I say siblings. They're siblings. So because you cannot be greedy without being selfish. A greedy person never has enough. They always want to amass everything for themselves. They always want to hoard things from other people. Something that should serve the greater good. They want to have it for themselves. And this is a problematic trait that is so pervasive in Africa. A lot of our African leaders are greedy people. They are greedy people. They want to amass the national wealth for themselves. They buy luxurious homes for themselves. So many of it. I don't know how many homes they want to live in at the same time. They buy luxurious cars for themselves. You go into one person's compound and you find as many as 30 cars. How many cars do they even want to drive? Some of them go as far as even hiding some of these cars in the jungle, cover it with shrubs and leaf and everything. And they keep doing this to the detriment of the nation. People are going hungry. There are no jobs. There's people who have finished uni, they can't find any jobs. People can't feed their families. Greed does nothing but destroy lives. You may even think as a greedy person that your greed is enriching your life, but you are just as poor as all the other people. There's an adage that says in my language that one rich person amongst many poor persons is equally poor. So greed is not a good trait to have. Number 6 is dishonesty. And with dishonesty, a person is lying, they're cheating people, they're being deceitful, they can't be trusted. A dishonest person will go through all manner of tricks just to defraud somebody else. You can never get the truth out of a dishonest person. The trait of dishonesty has eaten deep into their bone marrows. A dishonest person cannot be trusted. To be honest, if you know any dishonest person in your life, you need to keep them at arm's length. Hypocritical. This is when a person says one thing but they do something else. We see a lot of this in the past year, 2020. You know, a lot of our leaders will come out and say, wear your mask, don't go out, stay at home, stay safe, protect the NHS, protect the frontline workers, blah, 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 you know, don't spread the disease, keep your 2 meters apart. And what do we see later on down the line? The same people who have told us to do these things, they don't wear their masks. They travel miles and miles to go see their family members, while the rest of us have taken their advice and stayed at home. They're busy gallivanting up and down. Some of them even traveled. They went on holiday. This is hypocritical. You can't say one thing and do another thing. Same thing with some parents. You tell your kids don't swear. You tell your kids to behave right. But while you're driving down the road rage sets in, you begin to swear at other drivers on the road. What example exactly are you teaching your child? My number 8 is apathetic. This is basically having no interest whatsoever in life, having no concern for anything in this life. There's no topic, there's no issue that comes up, you just don't care. And it gets worse when these issues relate to other people. You see a person that's going through something and you are in that position to help them, but you decide not to do anything because you don't feel anything for their situation, you don't care about their plight. Or again, this one beats me, a lot of leaders, a lot of world leaders, that people are going through stuff, they're suffering, people can't even afford to eat any kind of meal whatsoever, let alone 3 square meals. There are no jobs, there's high rate of unemployment, you know, everywhere the whole economy is just upside down, people are suffering left, right and center. And rather than the people in the position of power to help, you find them just gallivanting and globetrotting up and down the world. They do not care for the people's plight, they do not have any duty of care whatsoever to the people. And we not only find this character flaw at the highest echelons of the society alone, we find it even among the common everyday people. You know, you see people suffering, you see someone getting beaten on the streets, and people just walk past doing nothing. This basically negates the duty of care that we are expected to have towards one another. My number 9 is jealousy. With this one, you're feeling or showing an envious resentment of someone. It could be that you're jealous of their achievements, or you're jealous of their status in life, you're jealous of their job, you're jealous because they have a nice family, you're jealous because their marriage is going better than yours, you're jealous because of what they have, what they possess, what they've accomplished in their lives. At the end of the day, if this person has a lovely career, when they were struggling, when they were suffering, and you know, the sleepless nights trying to get their degree, trying to get themselves up to where they are, what were you doing? If their marriage is working out good and everything looks hunky-dory, why are you not using that time to work on your own marriage? Also, why are you even jealous of their marriage or what they've achieved? Appearances can be deceptive, and some people are very good at keeping up with appearances. There's no point being jealous of people because you don't really know what they're experiencing or what they're going through in their own life. Everything might look all nice on the outside, but behind closed doors, you don't really know what they're dealing with. My number 10 will be remorseless. With this one, you feel absolutely no shame, no regrets for anything you've done wrong. You know, there's nothing anyone can say that can make you apologize for anything. You feel at ease knowing that you've done something wrong. And to be fair, you can't really ask someone who is remorseless for an apology, because then that basically defeats the reason why they did what they did in the first place, isn't it? Because if I go out intentionally to hurt someone or to do something bad, why would you ask me to apologize because I did it intentionally? So asking a person like that to apologize is a waste of time, because even when they do apologize, it's going to be a fake apology. It'll be something that doesn't come from the bottom of their heart. It will not be a heartfelt apology. A lot of people out there have found lives to be very difficult. Not because anyone is really after them, but because of their character flaws. They can't seem to stay in the same job for so long because of these same character flaws. They can't seem to keep relationships because of these character flaws. They can't even seem to get along with anyone, whether it's family, whether it's friends, because of these character flaws. If people just take a step back and try to work on themselves, a lot of things will change. Relationships will improve. Situations will improve. Their circumstances will improve. But then again, that's like asking hell to freeze over, and we all know that's not going to happen. That brings me to the end of this topic. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all your likes and all your comments on my videos in the past. Thank you guys for all your support. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your comment. I will try as much as possible to respond to everyone. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.